That's right, Bitcoin is trading above 56,000 US dollars, and it seems like Ethereum is ready to test the 2K level. In my video from yesterday, we discussed this exact fractal pattern, and what I was saying was that I'm not particularly a huge fan of fractals, but sometimes they do just stare you right in the face, and human behavior does tend to repeat. In today's video, what I want to discuss is exactly what I expect from Bitcoin in this bull market. Where do I think we're going to find the next local top? Where do I think we're going to top out ultimately at the end of the bull market? And when is the bull market going to end? Now, I do think we have many months of epic upside coming in this market. But as you know, we are long-term focused here on this channel, and we want to be prepared well ahead of time. So let's just dive right into it. What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Kevin Svensson, and today we're going to be talking about Bitcoin's trend and what we can expect for the next few months. We're going to be talking about my exact targets and my expectations for not only the medium term, but also the long term, and where this bull market and when this bull market could be ending. Now, first and foremost, I want to thank all the recent subscribers. We just hit 45,000 subscribers on this channel, an epic milestone here for us. You guys know I've put my blood, sweat, and tears into this channel, so I cannot thank you guys enough. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel, be sure to subscribe. Click that big red button, and also smash up that like button as we get started. Looking at the CryptoWatch homepage, everything is up today. Just about everything is moving to the upside. It's not large cap season, it's not mid cap season, it's not low cap season, it's everything season. We are entering the crypto mania phase of 2021, where most assets are going up. And for all of us that were accumulating before this happened, we're making epic gains right now. Looking at CoinGecko, looking at the top gainers over the past 24 hours, we can see that REN is number 4 on this list. It was number 2 earlier, and REN is up 44% today, 63%. And this is a coin that we've been accumulating in my Patreon. I'm actually up 534% on REN right now, and a lot of my patrons are making epic gains on REN. I only invested $5,000 into REN initially, and now it's sitting at an valuation of $32,000. That is unbelievable, and that is the power of altcoins and the power of a crypto bull market. For those of you that want to see what other altcoins I'm accumulating, I'm posting them all the time. The call from last night is up 20% in 12 hours. If you guys want to join Patreon, it's a limited time offer. Prices will be going up next month. Join now for $35 a month to lock in your spot at this low price. Prices will only increase from here on out. So lock in your spot now, or at least in the next 10 days. Now, moving on to the Bitcoin chart, we're seeing some epic price action. We're trading at $56,100, which is so incredible to see. And going back to CoinGecko and checking out the market cap here, the market cap of crypto is over 1.7 trillion, and the market cap of Bitcoin is now over 1 trillion. Congratulations, guys. We made it to 1 trillion. So prices are just going up, and we're all making a lot of money, and that's great. But what comes next? You know, what can we expect? Let's be realistic here. What can we truly expect from the Bitcoin market? What do we got to be looking out for? What kind of signs are we looking out for here to maximize our opportunity within the crypto market and understanding when this bull market may actually end? Just want to make it clear that I do think we have many months of upside coming, but we want to be well prepared in advance for what's coming. Now, just as a reference, I'm looking at Bitcoin on the 2017 chart, and this is since we broke the all-time high. And this was our first parabolic advance out of the all-time high. And we're currently sitting at this point, right? I would say we're basically here on the run. We had our first parabolic advance, our first pullback, and the first breakout above the first parabolic advance. That's basically where we are right now, and we do have many months of upside coming, in my opinion, for the price of Bitcoin, right? Taking a look at where we are now. We had our first breakout above the all-time high, our first pullback, and then our first breakout above this initial parabolic advance. And now we're sitting in this pattern with just an increase of demand, higher highs, higher lows, and we're getting exponential growth, exponential demand. And what's happening here is we're seeing what's called emotional feedback play into the market. I bought crypto, I'm making money, I'm telling people about it. You bought crypto, you're making money, you're telling people about it. Those people that hear about it, They buy crypto. They start making money. They start telling people about it, and it creates a feedback loop of mass adoption. Now, we have to remember that mass adoption is not something that happens overnight. It takes years, a decade or more, decades. And each wave up, this is 2013, 2017, 2021. Each bull market is another level of mass adoption. 2017 was mass adoption, but now it's just getting bigger. Now we're getting to the institutional mass adoption where companies like Tesla are buying, and that's actually causing mass adoption from an institutional level. And we even got news that the NYDIG is filing for a United States ETF. I know there's an ETF launched in Canada, but what I'm looking out for is the Wall Street ETF for Bitcoin. That's what I'm waiting for potential top signal, actually. And so looking at Bitcoin now on the daily, once again, we are going parabolic and we're actually getting more exponential. And like I was showing you guys in this fractal pattern, after we break out above this high here, just like 2017, we punch up for a couple weeks. And I think we're getting to that point now where we're going to punch up for a couple weeks, potentially, maybe a week, maybe 2 weeks or something. And we could run up, we could actually end up, running up towards 70 or 80K, roughly. We'll see what actually happens. At least $10,000 up from here. And then looking to trade sideways and break down out of this pattern and create a larger scale pattern. This is classic bull market action. Now, we may not necessarily go down that low. We'll see how it actually plays out. Maybe we only go to 50K or something, but we're likely going to create a larger scale parabolic trend. And the trend will, of course, extend out. We'll have to adjust our trend lines for the longer term parabola. And this is very classic Bitcoin structure. And again, the emotional feedback, the speculation, and the momentum is what creates these trends. And then eventually, Bitcoin is going to get to a point of over-exuberance, and it's going to be overvalued at a 6-digit level, right? If Bitcoin hits 250K, it's definitely overvalued. And once we break the long-term parabolic trend line, this is our final sell signal, right? Once we actually get a top, reverse down, and break below this trend, that is our final sell signal of the bull market that, the demand is no longer strong enough to maintain our parabolic trend, and then eventually you break down. Eventually you break down and you enter a bear market. And this timeline is not necessarily drawn out perfectly. It's actually, I think it's more likely that we would top out somewhere in the summer, right? So let's just draw it out to like June. Somewhere between June and August is when I expect us to top out and break the long-term parabolic structure. I think anywhere between 150,000 and 250,000 will be the absolute max price. Forget this drawing that I have on the screen. 150 to 250K is my preferred top sell zone price, right? And at that point, that's when I think the ETF on Wall Street is going to be launched. What I think Wall Street is planning to do is pump the market up as much as possible. And then once they're ready to release the ETF, they're going to make sure that the price is completely overbought, completely overextended, and then they're going to short the market using the ETF. And that is how it's done, right? That is how they play this game. And then, of course, we're going to enter a longer term, bear market sideways consolidation until when? Of course, the next halving. And I do expect this all to happen by summertime. Now, a lot of people disagree with me and they say, Kev, but the last bull market, it ended in December. Doesn't Bitcoin bull markets go until December? Or, why can't we go all the way until 2022 upside? Guys, it's pretty clear what our trajectory is. It's pretty clear. Our trajectory, this parabolic trend line, is showing that if we maintain this trend, we would probably end here in summer, right? That's just the trend. That's just where we're going. That's just what the increase in demand is pointing to that range. And then eventually, you're going to have a bear market. You're going to trade sideways for a while until when? Until 2024, the next halving. This is how it's done here in Bitcoin land. The halving event that happens before every bull market so far in Bitcoin history, that's what causes the increase in demand. We have artificial scarcity, a reduction in selling pressure from the miners because miners are receiving less Bitcoin, right? Half as much. That's what causes the bull markets. And once Bitcoin gets to an evaluation of 150, 250,000, 6.25 Bitcoin every 10 minutes is going to be too much for the market to handle, and the level of demand will not be strong enough to maintain prices up here, and we will likely dump. We will likely sell off, consolidate, just like every other time. I think this time is no different, right? And this is what we got to expect for Bitcoin moving forward, most likely. So yeah, I think we have many months to the upside. I think we're going to top out June to August, somewhere in that range. The ETF will launch, and that will be our final top signal. That's going to cause a lot of FOMO, a lot of retail speculation to come in, and then Wall Street will short the market, lock in their profits, and have more control over the Bitcoin price for the future, and that's exactly what they want. So this is exactly what I expect. Now you guys know, right? We're going to be going parabolic with, of course, a lot of corrections in between. It's totally possible that Bitcoin could run up to, 70K or something and see like a 40% dump, right? It's going to happen. There's going to be volatility. It's going to get crazy. But we'll see. We'll see. Of course, there's always a chance that we break the parabolic trend sooner rather than later, and the bull market's not as impressive as we thought. But the institutional FOMO is telling me that we will probably see a 6-digit price in this bull market for Bitcoin. So now you guys know exactly what I expect for Bitcoin. But yeah, guys, I just wanted to give you a better idea of what I expect and how I expect this to play out. So be ready. In a few months, you might want to consider scaling out, taking profits. It's always a good idea. Don't bank on the idea that, because we had a bull market in December, here and here, then it's just going to happen again. Guys, it's just not that's not a proper analysis. Superstition is not a good analysis. Being superstitious about what month the bull market ends is not a good way to do it. It's going to change. It's going to change. It's not that easy, guys. This bull market will likely happen faster than you expect. And a lot of people will be expecting Bitcoin to go up for longer or something till the end of the year, and they won't sell and they won't make the money, right? So just keep all that in mind. Keep all that in mind, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you found it helpful. Smash up that like button, subscribe to this channel, and also be sure to sign up with Patreon now. Lock in your spot now, guys. My altcoin portfolio is now coming up above $282,000. So definitely, check out my giant altcoin stack and what altcoins I'm buying. And I'll see you guys in the next video.